Ooh, Berbers versus Celts. Nice. All right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I've missed some solid 1v1 action. We cast a bit of deathmatch yesterday, and we cast some solid 1v1 games, but we didn't cast any top 10 players. So I've really missed this. It's been a while because obviously I had my 24-hour stream and some other things going on. So, welcome to a 1v1 on Arabia between MbL and Yo. MbL has all three of his golds forward on this hill, but to be honest, it's not the worst map if he locks that down. I think he will. He's playing as the Berbers, and then we have Mr. Yo, who is currently 2 games up on MbL, and he's playing as the Celts. So golds, I'm starting off with the gold positions. The gold positions seem fairly similar in that they're very open and exposed. Hey, as long as both players have those issues, then I think that's fine with me. MbL might have some problems with second and third TCs, but the more I look at it, he could TC here, he could TC here, so this could be a close game. How I expect this to play out is Celts will always have the stronger economy because of that lumber camp, or that lumberjack bonus. But they're also a bit slower. So normally they pack a punch with fast man-at-arms in early feudal age, and Berbers have to somehow scramble to deal with that. And then it's all like playing defensive, walling, and booming for Celts. Excuse me, sorry. I think that Berbers can have a lot of success in Castle Age. They have the cheaper knights, cheaper camels, they have more mobility. So I guess look for MbL to try and get to Castle Age on even terms at least, and then change things into his favor. This will have to be a great display of mobility versus non-mobility from MbL, because I'll tell you what, Celts are really, really good against Berbers if it gets to the Imperial Age with Seedram and Hal. Okay, so MbL's been pushing in some deer. He has had 3 on wood, so probably a scout opening for him, and most likely will be a man-at-arm opening for Yo. So, like I said, it's really common to see the fast Celt man-at-arms come forward. MbL will probably need to wall that out. So I guess, while we wait a little bit, we'll know more about what they're doing once we see their barracks, or lack thereof. I'll just say hello to people who are currently watching on the stream. I see Brocodile in the chat. He says, is this just casual gameplay? Yeah, this is just rated games, man. Which I love, man. There's nothing quite like rated games, because rated games have so much more variety in them. It might not be that hype or that, what's the word? Might not be like a big stage event, but that honestly doesn't bother me. Sometimes, and I'm someone who can get hyped, and I'm someone who loves competitive gameplay, sometimes it just gets to be too much. It's like if we have hype over the top, like, oh, show match this, tournament that all the time, it almost waters down the excitement of every single one, you know? So I really like rated games. Oh boy. Mr. Yo sees the trees. Now, pros will probably realize that could be his town center because his main gold is there. So let's run along the edge. Yep. And that was really good scouting from him. I just heard the barracks from Mr. Yo. He's built that at home. And then if his build order is correct, he will be sending... Oh, he's going to this gold. Okay. Interesting. Well, yeah, he's sending 2 to gold. But yeah, do you guys agree with me? Like, I really feel
I love your stream,
that
T90, and
making big tournaments and show matches and everything a bit sporadic makes each one better.
Your content will once again get me through.
It's all the time, it becomes the norm. It's like,
know you matter more than you know.
It's like if I had salmon every single day, which I've had to stop doing. If I have salmon every single day, salmon's just not as good. So if I do it once a week, it's like, wow, it's amazing, you know, so. There was a period in time where I was having salmon every day, but I stopped.
6 months already. Quite a long relationship.
Wogel, thank you very much, very, very much for the resub, man, and thank you for the whole year. He still wants his force nothing. Norsk, you're welcome, man. He said, wish me luck for the surgery. I will soon have your content. Will once again get me through a stay in a hospital. Norsk, I'll be here, man. I'll be here on YouTube. I'll be here on Twitch. I wish you the best with that, man. What is... Now, this is interesting. MbL... build a barracks to make defensive infantry. Now, I'll tell you what. It's a good thought in theory, but there's also some risk to this, and I'll tell you why. MbL is making defensive man-at-arms because he realizes that Yo will threaten him with the Celt man-at-arms, but Celt man-at-arms are faster, so if Yo arrives and sees those, he could just run away. This is where Celts thrive. Their lumberjacks are still chopping faster, they wheel the whole game. Now they have these super speedy infantry units. And also, Yo is attacking MbL's scout and getting some free hits in here as well. So this is a good start for Mr. Yo. Oh, and great response, man. I love watching these two. Yeah, I think
Lucky number 13.
the only time that MbL can leave his base is if he's fully walled. And he's not fully walled, so he has to stay at home defensively. There's an archer range, so he'll be making some archers. And Yo is going for scale mail armor. Probably one of the few situations and the few civs that you can go for armor upgrades on just 4 men-at-arms in Feudal Age. He has the eco to afford it. And he knows these things are faster and stronger, but MbL got the first hit in. I think this will end up being better for MbL if he uses his villagers to fight. Wow, that's really good. That is really good. Keep in mind that Mr. Yo invested 100 food into the armor upgrade, and now he'll just end up losing them all. Wow. All right. Well, there's the archery range for Mr. Yo, and just like that, MbL showing what he can do, and it's up to him to push back a little bit. His man-at-arm is weak. It's like man at half an arm at this point. And one archer probably won't do much, but still. Yo went for what I would consider the eco approach. Added a bunch of farms, was collecting deer, so I think his eco is still way better, but he's got to get some walls up now. Wish I was Wobbles, thank you. Every time you say something in the chat or resub, I always think of Calvin and Hobbes. I don't know. Like, I think wish I was Hobbes. But great scouting from MbL. This scout means so much at the high level, especially when Yo's making a skirm. And a scout could run right in there and attack the skirm. Yeah, MbL knows what's going on here. He knows he needs to be annoying. Wouldn't be too unlike MbL to send villagers forward to tower now that Yo's giving up map control. Oh, I wanted those to be villagers, but no, those are skirmishers. I guess MbL doesn't see a lot of where Yo's getting resources. He doesn't see the woodline, he doesn't see the gold. This is because he pushed those deer in Dark Age, if you remember. Whereas Yo has a pretty good idea of where MbL's getting his resources. MbL might think, he might be confused. He doesn't see it, Yo on this gold, then he might not understand how he could have gone man-at-arms. Oh, good addition here from Yo. I think this is the right move. Make 2 more, what is it, men-at-arms? Because it's plural now, not singular. I got you, YouTube. And this would force MbL, this is nice, this would force MbL to make a few archers. And then Yo has the skirms prepared. Alright, well, will MbL just make his own, or what's going on here? He hasn't queued up any archers. Mr. Kirby says, T90, nice to see you streaming again. Missed the streams yesterday and the day before. Don't worry about it, man. Nice to have you back, Kirby. I understand. MbL really needs the fletching upgrade, so he's building the blacksmith for that. Yo already has that, but Yo's decided to just back up. Interesting how good the economy is for MbL, though. Considering he's not Celts, you're looking at the resources. It's quite good. Did invest less into where he's at. Now this is where the hill can help you. If you lose the hill, it hurts you big time. But if you're fighting on the hill, it can be nice. MbL decides to just fight with the faster Berber villagers. And alright, he's pushed Yo off the hill and he'll go right over to the gold now. Now if both players are making skirms, This is perfect for MbL going to Castle Age because he has cheap Berber Knights. Yo could always make the Spearmen, of course. I'm in my casting groove, guys. I'm in my casting groove. Sometimes it takes a couple hours, but I'm feeling good right now. T90, would it be better for MbL to castle the hill with the gold or the one in front of it? Well, he doesn't need a castle right now, right? A castle would be too much. Is Yo coming forward? Yo is coming forward. He realizes that MbL will click up. He realizes there's a big threat in knights from Berbers. Oh my god, this could be brilliant. Look, MbL's just garrisoned his farmers to get the food to click up. There we go, he's on his way. MbL thinks he's fine, but Yo is sending more men-at-arms. He's just flipped a switch, and he's going all in. This can be sick, but will it work? Okay, MbL, he sees it now. He sees it. He sees the man-at-arms. He probably realizes what is happening. Now, if he fights with his villagers and micros properly with the skirms, he has a chance. It's pretty much do or die for MbL and kind of do or die for Yo in a sense. Yo gets the tower up. I think the big thing here was just to get MbL off the golds. Both players will take losses with military. MbL's villagers are in harm's way. He's lost 2 now? I don't know. I can't count. Now more men-at-arms are coming forward. What a brilliant play from Yo, man. The timing on that was good. If he did it earlier, MbL wouldn't have been as effective. You were at your weakest point after you click up to Castle Age, after you invest 800 food and 200 gold into that upgrade. And it takes time to get some reward from that. So now MbL is goldless. But he still will reach Castle Age soon. And he has 2 stables, at least until this one gets killed. How much can he afford to make is the question, and if he's making knights, will Yo's spears be enough? And Yo is fully walled at home. It's not like MbL can counter him. So Yo will build tower after tower after tower and send spears forward, and is now getting forging as well, so fully upgraded feudal spearmen. It would be just like MbL to try and just boom his way out of this. Yeah, and build a TC on a stone or something. There he goes, but this is not going to be easy. Okay, so MbL sending a knight forward. We'll keep an eye on that. And he's had to abandon a lot of farms, so I expect him to have some big eco problems. He might have the he might gain the Vill lead because of the second TC, but that's only if he can produce. Great micro from him, by the way. Good micro to take out the skirms. And here are the knights. But what's he going to do? He can't get through here. He can maybe bait Yo into opening up his own gate. A forward market, boys! He's gonna trade with them! Guess Yo really needed a market and he had these villagers here. So, Yo will probably click up to Castle Age himself now. What a game. What a game. High-level stuff all around. I bet you MbL, since he's getting the stone mining upgrade and has so many on stone, he might get to a castle. And maybe even some camel archers in this game. Interesting decision from MbL to send the skirms forward. I love this move as well because good luck defending with spearmen now, Yo. These knights could probably come right in. Yo might need to opt for a stone gate instead of the palisade yet. It's amazing how these guys know what to do every step of the way. Oh, and there's a tower here! And MbL, he was thinking about a counter tower, I think. I can't click it yet. Oh my god, he's lost so many farms. I don't see how MbL... There we go, there's some more. I don't see how he's gonna have food, man. But Yo is really fallen back, making far too many towers defensively. Thank God MbL was Berbers, right? He made just enough knights to do damage and to threaten Yo. Wouldn't be possible with another Civ. Berber knights are very, very cheap. But all your golds are forward. What do? You gotta go for a castle. And there it is. MbL's placing a castle. Probably a passive castle? Maybe could have built it further up this hill? But once the castle's up, it will at least kill this tower. And then maybe he'll make a siege workshop. Sometimes you have to do this. If your opponent is walled, sometimes you just have to force him to repair or wall more behind. This is still idle time for Yo. Yo is now in Castle Age, and he's building a forward siege workshop. What a game! What a game! So MbL has about 10 more villagers, but he's goldless. He might end up selling this stone. Pikemen for Yo. Siege soon for Yo. He could pressure this town center. This castle's not stopping him from doing that. And then eventually he might be able to boom a bit at home. But that's asking a lot. I know that Celts have strong economy, but there's just so much investment. Pikeman's not cheap. Bodkinera's not cheap. The Mangonels aren't cheap. I also think a forward monastery would be very helpful to get conversions on any knights that MbL might make. Because he might be tempted to snipe the Mangonels with knights. So I'm going to zoom out for a second. MbL does have some other gold options. It's this one here. And this one here. He doesn't see them. But with fast Berber vills, it might not be a bad idea to send those vills forward. And he's placing a castle here, which I really don't like. I think that Yo is just putting MbL under so much pressure. He's making some weird choices. This castle protects the TC, but there's nothing important here. Oh boy. Yo was making a university there, probably to go for the guard tower upgrade. And MbL ran in. Also, MbL, nice use of another counter tower. I think MbL just lost his skirms to these knights from Yo. Yo is behind in vills, but he has access to all the resources he would want. That is not the case for MbL. And MbL has 5 military, because he's pretty much defending and booming. But I call him the cockroach for a reason. He's so good at holding on in games. In this case, he's surviving without gold. I think MbL should also go for guard tower. I'm not even sure if Berbers get guard tower, but we probably do. And if MbL's feeling really ballsy, he might build his 3rd castle, which is crazy to say 31 minutes in. Maybe delete the mining camp and place it here? And then you get your gold back? Especially since Yo is going this way? Oh no, he's placing it here. And he'll get another stone, so he's a lucky boy to have that. Oh boy. Oh boy. MbL, this is trouble, man. Your tower will die to these faster firing Celt Mangonels. And he's building another one. Oh, and the knights just ran in. You know what happened there? I think that Yo had sent villagers to this TC, and it opened the gate. And MbL said, thank you very much. MbL just researched courtesy. Wow. Well, the knights don't have many upgrades, but they still distracted Yo a bit. Every little bit counts. And the castle's up here. The tower's a guard tower now. MbL's repairing the guard towers. Yo's repairing the Mangonels. This is crazy. Both players playing so high level. But MbL is winning now, and he's killed that pikeman, so he gets a little bit more time, a little bit more damage out of these sneaky knights. And he should get access to gold. Is he really going to be on 4 castles before 40 minutes? That would be ridiculous. He's scouting with these scouts. He should see the gold there. Yeah, you've got to go for that, man. You've got to send some vills over to that gold. Good use of the scouting. He's also scouting with the camel archer, so I think he's looking for those. Every AoE 2 map has 3 golds per person, and then there's 2 neutral golds. Yep, and there we go. There's the TC instantly. 3 tiles are the neutral golds. Yo also won't spot that. Yo doesn't know the gold is there. Okay, so what does Yo do now? Here's the problem. MbL's somehow going to get access to gold.
T90 creep, T90 creep, T90 creep.
And it almost seems like there's nowhere that Yo can pressure. So the problem is, yes, he's denied the gold, but he's way behind in economy. So what you have to do is continue to be a presence on the field, and then start to expand your own economy. So there's TCs going up for Yo everywhere. But now he needs to play very defensive. Because MbL has camel archers, and he's looking to snipe some villagers. Or you could go with a fast imp into Trebs or something. With a forward castle. That's the only way I'd really like the forward castle. And there's the forward castle idea from Mr. Yo. Oh, and MbL's castling here, which will give him access to a gold and a stone. And, oh, MbL's in with the camel archers. Man, when pro players get a few units into your base, it can do so much. I think he just ran by the TC. Yep. Yo's sending whatever ranged units he has over to deal with this, because the pikemen, they'll be shot before they arrive to the camel archers. MbL's also getting Thumb Ring. Yeah, I think Yo's only chance now is if the fast imp into Trebs works. But MbL wants to place the castle here as well! MbL is going to build all the castles. This is crazy. He will be on 5 castles before well, not before 40 minutes, slightly after 40 minutes, I guess. Oh no! Oh no! Yo just converted the camel archer, and a lot of these villagers are weak. That's funny. And that also means Yo will know the vills are coming this way, and he might be able to tower defense or siege defense. I don't think that castle's going up. I don't think that castle's going up. This, you know what? This could be Yo's way back into the game, possibly. Because Yo is about to click up to Imp. Oh boy. No, MbL. MbL, you can't do this, man. Just bail on it and run away. Oh my god, those scorpion shots were sick. I love it when villagers are lined up like that. Wow, one conversion. One conversion. One monk did that for Yo. Yo, click up to Imp, my friend. Click up. Get to Imp quickly. 40 vills behind, but MbL's TCs, he's so used to creating vills out of every single TC, and he has so many of them, so that's hundreds of food that he's putting into more villagers, but not any upgrades. So there's great return in that, because he'll have more villagers working. But Yo has a castle forward, and he could make Trebs to take down all of these castles from MbL and TCs. Wow. And Yo is still pumping out villagers out of his town centers as well, so it's not like he's going to stop at 90. Such a complex game for both players. MbL, okay, now he's on the way up, so I guess he realizes the situation. Which TC is he using? This town center? No! Don't use this town center! That's the worst town center to choose. If Yo makes a Treb, he could kill that TC and MbL could lose his imp upgrade. Oh, jeez, man. You have all these other choices. I still think he'll be okay because it takes a lot of time for the Treb to come out. But it's still like, doesn't make me feel very, very nice when I see those things. It makes me very uneasy. Look at this random stable from Yo over here to attack that gold. Look at the scouting from him. And then look at the scouting of MbL. They're both everywhere. Man, I'd love to see pro players just take a risk and make petards, you know? Let's hope that's the MTC. I mean, if it's a fail, it's a fail, but if it works, it's a game I'll remember for a very long time. Petards are expensive, though, and they create slowly. Yeah, see, I think by the time this Treb is out, MbL will be at 90%, so he'll be fine. He will be fine. Oh, wow. Yo is probably not looking here at the moment, and MbL, flatten the scorpions. Flatten the scorpions, MbL. Okay, they were both looking elsewhere. And now they realize at the same time, but that's good work for MbL. Good work from Yo, though, to realize this, and boom, the mangoes are dead. And some camel archers could die to this as well. Now, MbL is going for light cav. That's one of the best units for MbL. He's so good with light cav, actually. He's amazing with raiding, making use of these things. He might just use them to snipe these trebuchets, but that's something that Yo should expect, right? Because he sees the stables. That is assuming that he can do everything he needs to do. He's getting halberdier, he's getting ram. I guess Yo denied this tower earlier. Oh no, his knight is on stand grounds. Ah, okay, and there were woad raiders in the castle, so... Yo kills a castle and loses a treb. But guys, Berbers really struggle against halberdier and siege. So you remember in the beginning when I said that MbL would need to use his mobility? He has to. He can't be fighting groups of halberdiers and rams and onagers. He just doesn't have the options for that. And he still doesn't have these 3 golds here. So he'll probably start selling some wood, selling some food to get gold. He has a bit, like over here, right? But it's not near as much as Yo has. And you might think, well, T90, camel archers are ranged. Camel archers are fine versus halbs. They're really not. Not against kilt halbs, because kilt halbs can run into them so easily. And halbs are still so cheap. And oh my god! Yo dives in with the woad raiders. Kills one of MbL's trebuchets. And he's repairing his own at the same time. He's attacking castles and TCs and buildings. What a game this is, man. This is the game of the month so far. We are 15 days in, but still, this is incredible. Big mangonel kills from both of them, both losing 3 or 4. MbL's hoping to raid on the side here. And MbL's hoping to kill the treb, and he does. Slowly but surely, he's trebbing down these towers to get access to gold again. This is ridiculous. I think Yo really needs wood at the moment. Like, his eco... See, his farms are expiring? His eco just doesn't seem to be what it should. He needs wood, and then he could make forward barracks. Then he could make what he needs. He has the gold and he has the food, but it's wood that he needs. And I think this is dangerous. When you have a player like MbL who's so good at taking map control... funny enough, Yo's been good at that this game, but... MbL will raid you to death if you don't have protection here. That is Yo's entire wood economy. And it's getting chopped to bits by light cav. Everywhere you look, MbL has some blue. Here, he's expanded. Here, he's expanded. Here, he's expanded. Whoa, MbL has 163 villagers. Whoa! Whoa, buddy, that's a bit extreme. I didn't realize that. Holy crap. Well, he's done enough with the military he can create. He's hitting the right spots. And he'll kill this castle and he can take his gold now. Yeah, and he'll just place a TC there. No big deal. He never needed that gold. My goodness, man. Yo has siege ram completed. He's killing this TC, but MbL's like, oh, it's alright, I need gold, so I'll just go over to the gold you just gave me. And Yo's losing his trebs now. MbL will have all the golds. And also MbL's going into the champion upgrade, which is quite nice. A champion against halberdier will be helpful. Of course, Yo could go for Celt champions, which are better than Berber champions, but... MbL has all the control to push with. He has the best positions to take the fights. He has most of the map. What a performance from MbL, though. I think Yo has done almost everything correct. There's a few small things, of course, there always is, but I loved the faster imp approach into the trebs. I think that was the way to go. I think maybe Yo could have done a better job stopping MbL from using this area. But you have to credit the offensive player for just pressuring the correct spot. Yo has gold, but he can't use it. He's, again, losing lumberjacks. Oh, he's building a TC here. That's funny. But as Yo addresses this, MbL arrives here. As Yo addresses this, MbL will arrive here. It's just crazy how MbL is playing this. MbL is just a beast when it comes to map control. Even if you take the golds away, he'll find a way back. Anyone else impressed? Anyone else loving this? I really wish this was at the end of my weekend, because the rest of my weekend is going to be a disappointment compared to this. What a game. Yo has 130 population.
Only 19 months. Feels like forever T90.
Seems like he's bound to lose this gold. He just lost his 2 relics. MbL could snag those, and that would give him 3. Great use of some camel archers mixed in. You don't need to go all in with the camel archers, but a few of them with some melee in front is always great. There's just blue everywhere. There's blue all over you, Mr. Yo. And Mr. Yo calls the GG. He taps out. What a game from MbL. That was crazy. I mean, I love Yo's recognition in Feudal
You're
Age.
such a great caster. Learned a lot.
Like,
Much
maybe,
fun.
and
Thank
this is
you.
a big maybe, right? Because hindsight's 2020. Maybe Yo could have done that Feudal Age push earlier? Because he hit MbL just as he clicked up. What if it was a minute earlier when MbL was still not counting on creating anything more? Like, maybe then he would have done a little bit more damage before MbL hit castle. But it was still, it's made it such an interesting game. I said at the start, MbL had 3 golds on the hill in the front. If he held the hill, it'd be great. If he lost the hill, it'd be bad. And he did end up losing the hill, but he somehow was able to expand. Beyond all of that, he scouted with those extra scouts from Feudal Age, found the gold, made use of that, found this gold, and pressured both the sides with light cav, 2-handed swordsmen, camel archers, trebs, onagers. He's such a good player. And it's why I think MbL is the most fun player to watch in the game. Because every time I see him play, it's a good time. 228 kills for MbL. MbL lived up to his title. Oh, you mean the cockroach title? Yeah, I do call him the cockroach of AoE. I mean, he had tons of food, wood, and stone eco. But had he not found that 3-tile extra gold, I really feel like he wouldn't have had the gold to ever get imp and the gold to come back. Finding that 3-tile extra gold on the right was huge there. Did probably sell a lot of this wood and food to get the gold count that he has there. 91% of the map was explored by him. 43 researches. He used a lot in this game. And that is all she wrote for that match. My goodness. See, like, look at the timeline. There's so much dark red, so much military for Yo here. MbL just got by. He didn't have as much. Just had a lot more economy, and then right here was where he really started to pressure and kill Mr. Yo.